That's right, baby. We are back. Back on a Saturday, and not just any Saturday. It's today. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing great. What's the weather like in beautiful California today, Eric?
Oh, we are rocking a beautiful... we're actually kind of cold. I'm going to go put my sweater on right now. It's 63 degrees right now.
What?
Sorry, we lost Eric, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened. Something must have been too gorgeous and warm out there, too freezing.
Is it cold? Is it colder where you guys are right now?
It's not cold, but it's like kind of chilly, rainy. Like
we're actually getting rain, a little bit of rain today and tomorrow. So that's why the weather's a little unlike the norm.
But it never rained in Southern California.
Maybe 2 or 3 days a year, maybe. Other than that, it's like 80 degrees and up.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's kind of like, you know when a DJ is bringing the next song and like he'll drop like a little part of it, you know what I mean? Drop like a vocal, drop a little, bring it back out, come back in before he drops the whole song in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what spring is doing right now over here on the East Coast, basically. It'll be like, the other day it was like 80 degrees and sunny, beautiful. Then it'll be like 40, you know what I mean? So we're kind of like going back and forth here. What's up, Rhino? Good to see you, man.
What's up, dudes? Fucking happy to be here.
Yeah, Ryan and I were both at ToyCon New Jersey last week, Joe Vitteri's show, but I feel like we barely got to see each other. So 2-day convention. I showed up on Saturday in the afternoon. Chase, my son, had Taekwondo in the morning. So we showed up around midday, did get to say hi to Ryan, which reminds me, I'm a little disappointed. There's something missing from the picture I'm seeing of Ryan Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
You got to see this, Eric.
So Amber pointed out that I should get a Boston Scally, and verbatim, this is exactly what she said. She said all bald people wear Boston Scallies. So I got a Boston Scally.
You did?
I did.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
You can grab it.
This is going to be good.
There it is.
Excellent. I'm loving it, man. That's some real style right there.
Thank you.
Bro, not all bald people wear Boston Scallies. Word.
Eric's going to.
Let's go.
Let's go. See, John's the only uncool one.
Sorry, listen. Sorry.
Hey, tell people you're podcasting, bro. No images.
How do I tell robocallers that? I
know,
can't.
Right?
But ToyCon was a fun convention. Like I said, I was there in the afternoon on Saturday. I went back with my daughter Grayson on Sunday. She cleaned house of all like the various little squishy things all over the place. Dropped a pretty penny on some little squishy items for my daughter while she was there on Sunday. Little bit of a stripped down convention. ToyCon, besides being, a toy convention with rows and rows and rows of vendors, Joe Vitteri has put on a lot of other things there as part of that show. Like he's had remote control cars and video games and pop culture vehicles. And he's had like pro wrestling there, like all kinds of stuff. This one is a little bit more of just like a straight toy show. Did still have the food trucks outside, which I was happy about. But the story of the show had to be this guy.
Yes, sir.
The Highland Warrior, which caused a lot of controversy.
God.
Because he sold out by like 11 a.m. on Saturday. When I tell you on Sunday, the table was full of them all day long. But they were enforcing pretty strict limits, so you could only get like one. And then near the end, you could get one more. And then by that time, I was gone. But yeah, so that was it.
It's just a figure, people. It's just a figure. You know what I mean?
To be fair, it's a very cool figure.
Yeah, but it's still just a figure. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say,
calm down.
And they will release the standard version.
Yeah. Get over it.
Yeah, so they did make some available on BBTS, but then those sold out right away. I guess the other big sellout news was the in-stock sale for Four Horsemen started yesterday and is still technically going on right now as we speak. But the bigger story was that the Revenant and then the Gladiator Armory single packed figures sold out extremely quickly. Like within the first 8 minutes and probably less, the all-ins were gone and everything but the Red Demon was gone, which I think a lot of people were surprised by. People were going nuts over these Gladiators, man. I didn't really need any for myself, but I was trying to get 2 for a friend of mine who had put up the bat signal to try to get 2 of the Gladiators. One was unable to. I got cart jacked, but good news is the Horsemen are going to put them up for pre-order. Open pre-order next Friday, so anybody that wants them and missed out, you can actually get your order in. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. You guys pick up anything off of the in stock?
No, I was just trying to get those 2 from my friend, and then I was going to grab another Vamp, but then, they all ended up selling out. So I did not end up grabbing any, but I'll probably grab at least a Vamp or 2 on the pre-order. What about you, Rhino?
I did not grab anything, but I'm still going back and forth about the Toth or Thoth, however you say it. The all-in for that is still available.
I was wondering about that too, because I did grab a Toth at Legion's Con. That's the Figura Obscura, the latest in the Gods of Egypt series. So I grabbed the Toth figure, but I still need the pin and the coffee cup. Now, the coffee cup also sold out very, very quickly. The pin was still up the last time I looked. Now, I will say at Legion's Con last year, I think they had like every mug that they've released with Figura Obscura, except maybe the Headless Horseman one, I think. So I'll grab the Toth one eventually. So it's the figure itself, cool figure, big giant bird feet, if you're into it. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the stuff that's sold out on the ISS right now. Jeez. Crazy. Not surprising at all, though. I mean, like I said, either you're ready for it or you're not ready for it. And when shit's gone, it's gone. Sorry to say.
I will say, I was so surprised at how quickly it went.
I think I'm in the minority here. Like the Warrior Revenant is cool, but I think the Nymph Chirel is the better get. Just saying.
A lot of people feel the same way, man. I definitely like the Revenant better because I love the armor color on it. I think it's just beautiful the way they did that armor color. It's so fucking cool. It's so like death metal, you know what I mean?
Did they have Graveyard 4-packs up as part of yesterday?
Not that I know. I didn't see that yesterday. I kind of browsed through it yesterday after I woke up and was just laughing at everything was sold out. But
But you still got
I didn't see
Pearl
that.
up for 55. Necronominus is up there. You can Maxilius, $50 for Maxilius, still up there. What was the one? There was one in particular. Scaphoid, standard Scaphoid is still up there. Adalric is still up there from the Necro Wave. Standard Valgard is still available. And there's no limits now, by the way. Limits have been lifted.
I'm really surprised that there are still armory figures still available, man.
They must have just had a ton of them, man. They must have.
It's true. They probably just had way too many from the first time they did the armory experience. But I'm still surprised, man, because those are, if you don't have like each one of the colors of the armory figures in your collection somewhere somehow, I mean, you're totally missing out, man. Those are fucking
awesome.
Beautiful figures, dude.
Yeah,
beautiful, especially like the purple and the green one or the shiny red one. It's like, fuck, they're so good.
Yeah. I might need some more. But the one that's I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, and I know it's been said many times by you, Jonathan, what a wonderful time we live in where you can just go to Store Horseman and buy all of these figures that are readily available.
It's kind of like when you used to be able to go to freaking BBTS and buy almost any Mythic Legion that was available.
Yep.
Any of them. Like you could used to buy like old bangers, man, and yeah, no problem.
$25 for the science officer.
Yeah.
That figure is awesome. And the other one that I wanted to mention real quick as I'm dilly-dallying around, where to go? Flogius the horse is $55?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I have him in the 2-pack, but I'm not opening that. $55 for a horse. They're 80 now. Like the standard price for the horse is koi. There's still kois available. No limits. Like it was 1998 hip hop from the South. See, Bishop is 80.
Thomas Belay, what up, homie?
Conibus is 80.
Yo.
All right, so let me stop this. Taking too much time. Being rude. I'm sorry, I'm being rude right now. And the reason why I say that is we have a very special guest with us today. I'm very excited to have him on. I've been a big fan of his for a long time customizer, artist, just general cool dude in the community. Definitely is one of those guys that absolutely has their own specific style, right? Like you can look at a piece and you might know that this is a Brian Burke piece. That's who we got joining us right now. The man behind ASHEN OATH. Please help me welcome to the stage here, Brian Burke. What's going on, man?
I'm back.
That's
There
right.
he is, baby.
On Saturday, the last Saturday of the ASHEN OATH campaign. Right here.
There he is.
That's
There he is, baby.
What's going on? Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
being on,
I had to
man.
do that. Dude, I love your intro. I had to throw that in there. So
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that.
love
Well,
the energy.
that'll be our WAB of the week this week. The We
Oh,
Are
yeah.
Back of the week from Brian.
That's right.
Appreciate
That's
that.
right.
Let's go. Let's go.
With no prep on that, by the way, either. So that's really impressive.
Well, thanks for the intro too. That was amazing.
And by
Very
the way,
kind words,
Brian
thank you.
and by the way, Brian Burke, one of the best fucking table neighbors to have at Legion's
Yeah.
Con, always, baby.
For sure, man. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Dude, you crushed it last Legion's Con. Your
Fucking
sellout of all your customs.
crazy,
Good
bro.
lord.
Crazy.
It was insane. So fun to watch, dude.
Yeah,
Loved it.
Just
Loved
one of those fucking times. It just happened.
And your family was there to witness it, which I thought was really important, right?
Yeah,
Anytime your family
absolutely.
can see the community support and witness
Yeah.
what it is, so they see you just kind of hold up sometimes in a chair in a lonely room.
So yeah, then it's not so much junk, is it?
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I mean?
not junk.
It's not a waste of time and money. It's
Totally.
like,
No, it was amazing,
see,
dude.
see, this is what I do, mom and dad.
For sure, for sure.
Am I correct? I might have this wrong, so I apologize if I have it wrong. But weren't you guys also table mates or table neighbors?
22.
Con 2021?
22.
22?
21 is where we met, and then
Mhm.
22 is when we were table mates.
Yeah.
It was Brian on one side and Anthony Velez, Noble Bear Customs, was on the other side.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Man, goes way back.
yeah.
My first Legion's Con was the virtual, the COVID 2020.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was my first. And then
Mhm.
that one you're talking about is my first in person.
Yeah,
Me too.
that was all of our first in-person one.
That's where the Eventide first showed up of
Yeah.
of ASHEN OATH was back in 22, man.
Yep.
Wow.
21, I mean 21, yeah.
Not gonna lie, dude. I miss those Eventide parts, dude. Those Eventide parts were the shit.
I was wondering if people were going to catch on to that when I pulled them off the website like several months ago. I was like, someone's going to catch on that I'm onto something, because they were like definitely one of my favorite customs to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
available. And then I just like, burp, they're gone. And then Mortem, I think I pulled Mortem. They were first to go, I think. But yeah, I was trying to give you like a little hint, a little teaser out there. That's something before I even announced ASHEN OATH. I was like, I'm going to sneak these guys off the website for a little bit.
Yeah. those will be missed. I'm not gonna lie.
So speaking of which, of course, Brian is here to talk about ASHEN OATH, the Kickstarter. So let's kick it off here by taking a quick look.
Well, hey, before we do that, let's do something real
man.
quick. So I want to do a giveaway. And what I want to do is if we can raise, let's see what happens. If we could raise $1,000 on the show, then I'll give away an ethereal edition Mortem, the event exclusive, Kickstarter exclusive. It's a clear green
Nice.
Mortem. That's all contingent once we get the Kickstarter funding. But we've got a stamp right here. So we're at 85,219, so 86,219, and we do a random giveaway.
Nice.
That's pretty badass, man.
Hell yeah.
Little dollar stamp there.
So here we go. 85,381 right now.
Yep.
Let's up that by $1,000.
Yep.
Where's Brett Stoddard at? He might do it by himself.
So
that guy.
So I wasn't spacing out. I was actually going in and adjusting my pledge because I pledged for one figure and I was like, fuck it. Let's do the essential all in. So
Oh
I just
shit, dude.
changed my
Nice.
pledge.
Nice.
Wait, can you
My
do me?
man.
Can you
Thank you.
actually go back, cancel that pledge, and go back and do it again now?
There you go. Nice one.
No, that's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll start rolling that. So
Hell
get
yeah.
there. We get
Yeah.
there.
I will up my pledge as well, man, to help that out.
Nice.
I was thinking about
Very
doing
cool.
that anyway.
Thank you.
To start it off, man, I always like to ask people. We're in the last week now of the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We have a little over $85,000 of the $150,000 goal pledged. So, of course, more than halfway there. And we all know the last few days of the Kickstarter are really that's really when you get to the meat on the bone
Yeah.
and you really make those big jumps. First and foremost, man, where's your head at right now? As far as the Kickstarter goes, where are you at with it right now? What are your thoughts? And what are your thoughts as we go down to the last few days?
Yeah, I'm exhausted, man. I mean, I've just been on point for 16 hours a day, it seems like. So I'm a little tired, but I got a lot of gas in the tank going into the final rounds of this. And so the health of the Kickstarter campaign has been really good. We hit that 30% funding in the first 48 hours. So that was a big, big win. And then you have the plateau that we're in right now coming into the final 30% funding period, basically. So it's on point as far as hitting that 150 goal. Now, what I think is going to happen is we're going to get to the last few days of the campaign. And like you said, the meat and potatoes, things are really going to start to climb. We're going to hit that goal and people are going to say, okay, we want that Eventide, or more specifically, I didn't realize the Talon Watch character was going to be the hottest one of the line. And so I think people are going to realize, okay, we're not really that far off from hitting those characters. And so I've talked to some people on the behind the scenes that are kind of my whale supporters or investors, I guess, that haven't pledged yet. They like to come in as the angels, like to fly in and kind of do their thing. And so I know,
yeah.
Yep, I know. So there's some people in that are waiting for the moment to shine because it'll shine the brightest. So no, I feel really good. But like I said, I'm tired. I'm super stoked to get these into people's hands and just getting through the process. But yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Thanks for asking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about ASHEN OATH a couple of times on the show, and we watched. You've got like at least one video there on the Kickstarter that we played on here before. And
Yeah.
the thing that jumps out to me again is that it's so much of your style, which I wouldn't even know how to explain it, like dark gothic.
Yeah.
Like if you've had to, and I'm sure that you actually have. How do you describe your style, your vision, your point of view on ASHEN OATH to people?
Yeah, I would say it's a raw style, and you can look at that however you want to look at it. I come from a traditional, not a big traditional sculpting background, but what that means is sculpting with clay. So when I first came into the Cabal many, many years ago, I was sculpting, like I was trying to do these bone wings with wire armature and polymer clay and stuff. And so what happened was when I transitioned from clay to digital, I kind of kept that same mindset in sculpting with tools and balls of clay, so to speak. So if you look at my work, you don't see at this point, I mean, when I need to do like hard surface where it looks like edgy, like sharp edges on armor, I do that where it needs to be. But I really like to bang things up, right? I like to put scratches and dents, create texture because, by trade, I mean, I'm a painter myself too. So anything that picks up dry brushing or highlights or washes, I want that in there. And so I think that's one of the benefits of being artist producer is I can create the figure that I would want to paint or that I want to play with, or I want to see light hit a certain way for photography. So I would just say the design is raw. And when you really start to look at it, you can kind of see how banged up things really are. And maybe that's, maybe that's me. Maybe that's my personality because it's kind of banged up sometimes. But yeah, so I would say raw and dark. I mean, I really like to go to these places that scare me. Like I love horror movies. They scare the shit out of me, right? But I think I like going there. I think I like going to that place, like getting creative. Like, how do I get out of this? Or how do I get deeper into this thing? And so I try to translate it that way. Having, that's why I like coined the phrase dark fantasy. You see a lot of dark fantasy in overseas, like imports. You don't see a lot of dark fantasy domestically. So I love all that. Love the genres of music that support it, the movies, comics. Bring that home, right? Bring it home domestically and release something that's truly unique, designer produced figure line. Because mostly, I don't mean to go on a rant, but
Go for it, man.
I think
Ran away, bro.
I think mostly what you see, there's a lot of companies that produce action figures and they sub out the artwork to other amazing artists as well. And so they're translating. There's a I don't want to say gap, but there's a difference between me speaking to a certain part of armor because I designed it, than saying maybe what the artist did. There's a loss in translation there a little bit. But when I talk about it, I can speak to the granular detail of the figure because it's my fingerprint. I've heard someone said the other day, so it has your fingerprint on all this, and literally, it really does. And so I'm trying to bring that unique vibe to the toy space that hasn't really been seen too much. You know, I want to be that lead singer of the band that comes out and shakes hands with people in the front row, not the band manager that comes out and shakes the hands with people in the front row. You know what I mean? I want to be the artist saying, "Here's this. I'm handing this to you. This is you from me," kind of thing. And so that's a little bit different than you're going to see, and you're going to see my marketing is a lot of that kind of stuff. And then going forward with music and whatever it might be, I want to have you guys feel really good about, you know, the leadership that's behind, the artistry is behind it, and just the product itself. So that's kind of a rant on my trajectory with it, or my perspective.
Yeah,
Nice.
You mentioned something there that also jumped out at me too. Is that one of the many differences I see between like this Kickstarter? You know, we're all collectors here. Everybody in the chat is probably a long time, collector to one extent or another, and most of us have seen, a number of different Kickstarters. A couple of things to me that jump out that are different about this one, excuse me, besides just the look and the unified feel of this world, is sort of like your multimedia approach. You've got like a written backstory here that you can get to right from the Kickstarter page. You mentioned it before that you've got music that's a part of it. Like, what was the kind of like the thought process behind that?
Well, for me, I would have to say, like, music for me, it puts so much emotion into any product, whether it's a movie. I use this example. I've seen where people have taken the Star Wars X-Wing scene where they go into the trenches, right? And it's so dramatic. John Williams, it was perfect music for them to make that approach into the trench. But then I heard someone cut that music out and put like clown music, like clown car music. And they're like, oh my God, it totally changes the emotion of the whole thing. So I've always gravitated towards movie trailers and how music really impacts the vibe of that product they're trying to really get people emotionally connected to. And so I wanted to have that multimedia experience with ASHEN OATH mainly. The second thing is I always have loved, if I can, in a Instagram post post a song that had the word that was the subject matter of whatever I was doing. If it was graveyard, maybe find a song that has graveyard in the title of the band, whatever it might be, just connect it where they can, because that's a little bit of marketing that you can use to connect the brand. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so I figured if I could do my own music, why not have ASHEN OATH as the producer, as the band, and then have, the Fall of RFF as being the song name, and then build a library, like a soundtrack that can support the product, but also at the same time creating more of an emotional depth behind the product and just having a different kind of a connection. So that's mainly the direction. I just think music has such a important emotional vibe to products.
So are you the composer of the music?
No. I hire my music out. So I reach out, say, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that has, it's kind of funny. So I'll kind of give you my thought process real quick, couple seconds of saying, so my next song, I want to do like a really metal, like a heavy metal type beat to introduce a new character in the future. I have a character in mind and I know how he would enter a battle scene and how would that character enter the battle scene in a movie. So then I get in my head, okay, this is how the gallop and the guitar is going to sound like. This is how the drum's going to come in, and then this is the character that's presented. So that's my process. So what I do is when I'm researching artists and I kind of look at their back work, I say, okay, what do I want to have this impact in this thing, right? So I don't know if you guys have heard the Fall of RFF song, it's a lullaby. Mm-hmm. And so I thought to myself, I was sitting at a dinner recently and I said, here's some pictures of my figures. Imagine them in a movie and then this battle scene. and they're just clashing. They're slow-mo and there's armor and blood. You know, what do you picture? Like, what's the music you hear? And they go, metal. Like, it's just hardcore, just fast and boom, boom, boom. I said, okay, that's awesome. So then I keyed up The Fall of Arvath. I go, picture that battle scene in your head, and I played that lullaby, and they got silent. They got goosebumps. Like, oh my God, that's more heavy than what we thought it would be. So I love contrast. I love the contrast in music to what the visual is, and it just throws you for a loop. Like, like kind of like the video I did where I'm standing on the chair and I jump off. Yeah, and I landed, and my ankle looks like my ankle breaks. I wanted people to think, okay, he's doing some kind of a stunt because he does the card thing, and then there's this weird contrasty, like, what the fuck just happened? What is that, right? So I like having that weird wow factor when it comes to contrast, and so that's what I look for in music. I look for, you know, what vibe can I contrast with the story to really build that up.
Bro, your unedited one that you did with the card flipping thing,
all my cuts,
fucking dude, that was so great.
That was awesome.
So great, especially you could like ones that you miss it and you're like, oh.
God damn. Oh, dude, there's so many takes. It was at least 100 of those trying to get that card to catch in the right way, and it's like, I should have done more of the outtakes because I think people like that more than the actual catching of it. So
it's like those guys, you see those videos of those guys that it's like after like 6 or 8 or 12 months of trying, those guys that are like throwing a ping pong to land on like the top of a water bottle kind of thing.
That's what I got it from. I was like, I'm gonna do that too. I love outtakes.
Yeah, but the outtakes were fucking hilarious, bro. I watched it like 3 times. So fucking funny.
And there's that moment I'm like,
yeah, the one you're like, no, the one where you're like really get pissed. You're like, oh, that one.
Yeah, and I was like, you.
You're like, how long have I been sitting here?
Oh my God, it was, yeah. And it was, I think it was before a show I was going to do too. And I was like, I need to get this cut. I need to get this figured out before I hop on this show. I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah, it was
fucking classic.
It was funny. So I'm just stealing stuff I've seen on my daughter's like Instagram reels, like TikToks. They do things like this with like makeup and products and things like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring this to the toy world because it's as nerdy as anything else that's out there for any product. So I'm gonna bring it.
Classic, bro.
Thanks for appreciating my antics.
It's hilarious.
That's awesome, man. That's one way to kind of like change things up a little bit, look around, see what's going on elsewhere. Be like,
100%.
That's cool. Maybe I can take that little part of it and bring it into this, like this sphere over here.
There's so many cool transitions out there that people are doing with products that you can really use in your social media.
Yeah, it's awesome, bro.
Yeah. This thing just funny. Throws people for a loop. They're like, what did I just see? Like, what the fuck is that?
The way the ankle rolls, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious,
so
bro.
Weird, just so weird looking.
I love how the spot you have it marked.
Yeah, there's an extended version of that, and it shows the reason why it's taped off, but it was too long. I posted it on my Instagram, but it's
fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, this was, and it has, you can hear like the chair kind of sliding in, slides in. It's just like, what is he doing? And then it cuts to the parts where I like open the tape.
Okay, I'm gonna jump from here.
Yeah, and I'm gonna place the tape. Here's my target. Yeah, but it ended up being just too long. I was like, okay, and then I'm gonna stand right there. Yeah, and then that's where the cut starts. It's right
there. Dude, so fucking funny, dude. The ankle rolls are the fucking best, dude.
You know what I got that from, Eric? I got that from a finger skating influencer. So nice. he would do this thing where he would jump and he had his hands in like skate shoes and he'd pull a hand out with the finger skate and he'd do some trick with the finger skate. I was like, oh,
nice,
dude, that's so good. Ryan, have you seen that guy?
I have.
Yeah, he's so good. He jumps in pools and has all these really weird ankle breaks. It's hilarious.
Fucking classic.
I'm a thief. Bro. I'm stealing people's ideas.
Hey, run with it, bro.
Run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyway,
it's really cool.
You gotta do what you can do, man. I'm hustling. I'm out there hustling, dude.
Every day, baby.
Every day. Every day I'm hustling.
Here we go. So the quote that you have on the Kickstarter is, in our final moments of life, there are two things we cannot create. That's more time on this earth and legacy.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool quote, man. It's like, listen, when it's all over, when it's about to be over, what's going to really matter to you? And it's the two things that kind of go together. It's like, how did you actually spend your time here? Are you living in this moment right now, doing something? And is what you're doing creating something that'll last,
that can be carried on? Dude, thanks so much for pulling this up. This is such a really, as a father and a husband and a maker within a community, you know, this quote right here is so important to me. And when you're in business or an entrepreneur, you have to time travel way ahead to figure out where you want to be, and then you reverse engineer back to where you are, and then you travel that path again. But then if you go a step further and you think at the very end of those days, and I'm laying on my deathbed, like what are things that are the most important to me? You know, obviously that I'm leaving something behind to my family, a legacy. As like this video, if YouTube's still around, we have this, right? And it's like creating this kind of like these micro legacy points, but also, having more time on this earth.
Yeah.
I relate this to fitness too. I said, if you guys want to stick around a little bit longer, take care of your bodies, be better with things, just how you are with your physically, right? And so you'll be here longer to be able to, you can change that future now. Like I have this scenario. I said, what if you were on that deathbed and, whatever you believe in, an angel, whatever, says, you know what, I'm going to give you one more chance and I'm going to snap you back. And I'm going to have you do it all over again. Would you do it? And most people would say, yeah, I would. Some people not. Maybe they feel fulfilled. But let's say we snap back, all four of us. Let's say all four of us were on our way to LegionsCon driving. And this sounds really cryptic, but this is where my mind goes in designing. We all just got in a car accident.
Very ASHEN oath of you.
Very ASHEN oath of me. We all just got in a car accident and died. Okay. All of a sudden, this being comes up and says, you know what? I'm going to rewind this back. You guys do great things for the community. I believe in you. They snap their face. And here we are on this podcast, like right now. Imagine that really happened. I mean, we'd be like, holy shit. I mean, there's something we got to do in life, And so I look at that about the legacy and creating more, how can we create more time, So this quote is such an important one to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And
thanks for pulling that up.
Yeah, no problem, man. And it's like, it really spoke to me too, because especially like, you can think about it just in terms of life generally, but like there was a part of it that also like in a very concrete way, like made me think of like, not that I want to think about work all the time, but work, like my day job. Right. Yeah. And like a lot of us, I have a job that can be very stressful and takes up a lot of time and stuff. And like, we get so caught up because, we load so much stuff up that we need to get done. Right. And we're always looking at like 2 weeks out, a week out, what needs to be done by tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if you actually took a look at every project, you know what I mean? Like I'm a lawyer by trade. So if I took a look at every case and said, okay, starting with where I'd like to position ourselves if we were about to walk in for trial. Yeah. What do I need to do today? Yeah. To kind of help that out. And that's like a very powerful feeling, because even with your example before, like if we had that exact same thing happen, but it was the moment that we're going to be returned to is right now. Yeah. April 25th, 2026. What would we do? Yeah. Now live your life like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a game changer and you live that way and it's amazing. And, speaking of this quote right here too, 5-6 years ago when I came to the toy business or toy industry, I knew I wanted to make toys one day. So I knew I had to build a great relationship with my community. I had to be honest. I had to produce, Von Box, I'm on schedule. I never, if there needs to be any adjustments, I make the adjustments. I knew down the line I wanted to create action figures, but I couldn't just come out without any of this background, without any of this experience, without any of this loyalty or any of that, right? I knew that I wanted Four Horsemen Studios to be involved through production, aligning me with the factories and management. So I knew I had to build a relationship there as well. So that was a long time in the making as well, having that put yourself in the future. Like here I am today, that moment when I was saying, imagine the future and then reverse engineer back. I'm at that future point now where I wanted to be 5 years ago, thinking, okay, here you are, come back on your Kickstarter last week of it. Where are you at? And this was 5 years ago. That was showcasing the Eventide customs. That was building a great relationship with studios. That was being honest in the community. That's just being, connected with my tribe, so to speak. And here we are today. So that's another part of it that that quote is just so important in so many different things, It's like, just think that way.
Yeah, totally. That like I said, that holds so much water, man, as far as, like I said, that quote for all of us, really, because it's like, I mean, like I said, in our everyday lives, you know, whatever our everyday normal 9 to 5s are that we come and go to work and stuff like that. Like to me, like it doesn't make any real difference in anybody's life. It's just what I do for a job kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as small as it may be, and as
Mhm.
many millions of people may never take notice, there is a community out there that will go on for a long time, and they will know Von Burke Studios, Late Night LeBron Customs, Toy Goof
Oh.
and Gons, you know, Hedgehog Action. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
To me, that's legacy to me. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe it might not be family legacy, but to me, it's our mark that we've left behind on this world, and I think it's a positive one, man. And it's like, and I feel like it makes me sleep better at night, and it'll let me die at peace knowing that I left at least that behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many pieces of legacy did you leave behind on your table last Legion's Con? How many customs did you sell?
30.
30. There you go.
All
There's
of
them.
some footprints in the sand that you left behind that people will always remember.
Like I said, as small and as insignificant as they may be
right
in the
here,
whole scope of the universe, I have left something behind that will kind of stand the test of time. You know what I mean? And it's not, to me, it's not about popularity. It's not about, you know, clout. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's my small piece of, it's my small piece of me, what I've left behind. You know what I mean? And things that, like I said, like you, like Von Burke and everything else, that people may one day talk about, you know, 20, 30 years of you know, from now about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll still be in the conversation. And that makes me feel good, man. And this is, like I said, this next step in your journey, you know, this, to me, this is true legacy. An action figure line. I mean, you can't, I don't think, especially in our community, I don't think you can achieve a higher watermark, man.
Dude, thanks for saying that, dude. I don't even know what to say to that, but thank you. I appreciate that. It is a big one for me, right? For my family, myself, for everyone else too. It's just it's a big deal. So it's especially, like I said, it's, you know, when it's something from the creator, there's a lot more meaning, a lot more depth. I mean, all projects for all, you know, entrepreneurs or leaders of projects is really important to them. But this is extra. This is a little close. That's really close here.
Absolutely.
Close to the heart.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
But thanks guys for, you know, having that segment to talk about just the essence of how things work sometimes.
Hell yeah.
It's cool.
Ryan, did you add that extra $1,000 to the Kickstarter?
Are we doing the giveaway yet?
Dude,
let's take a look at that.
Honestly, if I had it, I would, because I have been cruising up and down every time I see it.
I added a couple more things, so
85.5. Yep. We're up a couple hundred. So there we go.
All right. So let's we should probably pop back periodically and reintroduce that as people are coming in and out of the show here.
Good call.
So great show to be a part of. So first of all, what Brian announced earlier was if we can get at least $1,000, and I'm saying at least 1,000, baby. Let's get way more than 1,000 added to the Kickstarter during this show. He's going to give away the Kickstarter exclusive.
Yep. It's the event exclusive. So it's the ethereal green one. So Kickstarter only and in-person events.
Oh my God. So hold on 1 second here.
That ethereal one is
image file.
Fucking awesome too.
Yeah. You know what's fun about that too is if you pick up like, this guy right here, if you pick this up alongside like the other Mortem characters, you could swap like the heads and the hands and the sword and get this really cool ethereal look. So I've seen people do customs. They're using the green flames from different characters, right? And adding it into their dark, like metal characters. It's giving this really cool Ashen Oath kind of ethereal vibe. Well, you kind of get the same thing here if you get the swap out like the heads and the maybe some of the hands and the sword and kind of build like an ethereal kind of character. So this is the figure here. If we hit $1,000 on this live show or additional $1,000 to the Kickstarter, then I'll give one of these away. I'll sign it, gold pin it, the whole thing, make it really special. It's all contingent, if we hit the once we hit the Kickstarter goal, that'll be available. But we're already a couple $100 into, so $800, $700 to go, and then we'll give away the first one of these.
Hell yeah!
Cool. All right.
Yes.
So not to miss out on the fun, as a thank you for joining us on the show, we're going to do
Oh, yes.
another giveaway. So there's going to be giveaways all over the place. Here we go. Pop that back. We're going to give away a legendary warrior.
Nice.
As part of the show, too. One of the hottest figures of the year. Hottest figures of the year. Legendary warrior. We want to give this away, too. So this is how we're going to do it. I'll remind people, add to your Kickstarter pledge. If you haven't pledged for ASHEN OATH yet, we're going to talk more about the figures. Hit it up on Kickstarter, ASHEN OATH. Check it out. These figures are amazing. You want to back this. You don't want to be left in the cold on this one.
Back this guy. Back him. Please.
And if we can get $1,000 added, he's going to be giving away the event exclusive. I'm going to throw up a hashtag for the legendary warrior. We'll draw that, let's say, in 20 minutes, half an hour or whatever. And then if we hit $1,000, we can use the same hashtag to do the giveaway at the end. So the hashtag we're going to use, very creative. Make sure I spelled everything right. Back ASHEN OATH.
Hey,
there you go.
Hashtag back ASHEN OATH.
Nice.
Hashtag back ASHEN OATH. Actually, let's let them know it's for the giveaway. Back ASHEN OATH. There we go. Back ASHEN OATH. So there you go. Put in the hashtag. You have a chance to win a legendary warrior and add to your pledges on Kickstarter, which we'll go back to now. Because if we can hit $1,000, you're going to have a sick giveaway of the event exclusive, the metallic green one.
Clear green.
Bad boy. Oh, sorry.
Translucent, yeah.
Translucent green.
Looks metallic, but yeah.
Yeah, this one jumped out at me right away. He's the backbone of my pledge. I might have to get more than one here.
Nice.
And then maybe we'll have a shot at a third one when we get over $1,000.
Very cool.
Take that off.
So I had a question about like the stretch goals. I'm seeing the cape. Who did you happen to partner with to do those like the soft goods?
Yeah, C. Jessom. Nice. Yeah, we worked together. I sent him, shot him out prototype, and he custom tailored the capes to be. It's a new design between him and I. So you'll see it here shortly. But yeah, it's C. Jessom just did a freaking knocked it out of the park. It's a full length cape, wired, front wired. It's open to the hood opening is wired, and the neck, the collar is wired too. And it's got some like tailoring across the shoulders, so it wraps over the pauldrons, and then it's tailored across the top of the hood, so it gives it a nice kind of a peak to it, dude. And the leather, he's like, what do you think about leather straps on the neck? To bring the cape together around the neck with a nickel ring, like a nickel. I'm like, dude, that's perfect. It's
hell yeah.
I was like, that's the thing right there, dude. A cape like that, like if you were to buy it retail, that's probably $25-$30. Depends on which designer you get that from. So it's a great value for just the cape alone. I mean, they're not cheap to have made, but it's the Eventide. When I brought those to Legions Con several years ago, they had custom capes for them. I was like, I gotta have that cape in there somehow. So, but CJ just knocked it out of the park with these, and they're just stressed at the bottom and worn out. It looks like these slayers have been out in the woods just doing their job for quite some time.
Nice.
Yeah, they're badass.
Yeah, they look great, bro. They look freaking great.
Thanks, man. And honestly, the Eventide, I don't know if I talk about this much or have said much about this, but initially it was going to be just the Mortem, like the Mortem Resonant, the Choir Morn, and Corthanus, just the core 3 characters I was going to bring to Kickstarter. But then I started getting into it. I was like, God, we need some other good guys, so then I just got to work on making the armor for the Eventides, and it was coming together pretty well. Like sometimes that discovery phase of like doing armor takes a long time to do. Like the Mortem took way too long, so it was way critical on them. But the Eventide, it was like I kind of knew, like I just knew how they were good because they've been around for such a long time. Like I just had it in my head for a long time. And so it came to be a lot quicker. I was like, oh, you know what? I can get these into the Kickstarter. And so it became the next 3, kind of a part 2 of the Kickstarter. So I was like, let's make it into a big stretch goal and see if we can make it happen.
Hell yeah. Hey, and big props on the weapon designs too, man. The weapon
Yeah.
designs are freaking awesome, bro.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
Yeah,
Those are
really love
fun.
the weapon designs. I love that, man. I love seeing new swords, axes.
Yeah.
I love that scythe, man. It's freaking super dope, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the skull patterns on them, dude. I mean, yeah, that's all freaking
Classic choir morn.
yeah, love it, dude.
Yeah,
Love like the wraps on them and everything. Fucking dude, yeah. They
you know what? It's
really cool.
awesome you say that, dude, because when I'm sculpting like wraps in the skulls, I think to myself, I hope someone appreciates these things.
Dude,
so the fact you're saying that is like,
yeah,
you know, and you never
absolutely.
know, like if you take a closer look, you know, at like the mortem armor, you realize that they're like, that's not chainmail. That's actually a bunch of little skulls, rivet-sized skulls that make up the chainmail. I had to individually place those little skulls, and I'm thinking to myself, is anyone ever gonna really appreciate this thing? And I'm thinking chainmail is easy. There's a way to do it in like ZBrush where you just map apart and you just do chainmail, and then boom, it's chainmail. I was like, well, since I'm paying the artist myself to do this, I could put that 16th hour in the day to make these things happen, but I hope people like it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why, like I said, I mean, you know, I love having like not like the artist proofs where you can like really just study the details of the sculpt and stuff. I mean, yeah.
I had to have those in the campaign.
Yeah, I ended up getting 2 of the 3 packs just to have those.
Oh, nice.
Like, yeah, it's like those are freaking.
They're so rad.
That's my jam right there, dude.
That's rad.
Hell yeah.
Yep. It's that zone, and it'll be up on the like deltoids and around the elbows too.
Yeah, so fucking cool, dude.
Thanks. Metal, so metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a LeBron thing. It's heavy metal.
Metal, baby, metal.
Detail's not even the right word.
So going back to like the dark fantasy stuff you were talking about, I could, and I'm a huge fan of Berserk.
Yeah,
I could see these fitting in with all those characters.
Definitely an influence there. I'm influenced by Berserk. Big fan of that that series, and you know, you're going to see a lot of different types of influence, like the essence of a lot of things, like the essence of Lord of the Rings, the essence of Dark Souls games, or essence of Elden Ring, or a bunch of these different types of movies and medias, and you know, there's a lot of influence there. That kind of, you know, what movie or what game influenced me that made me go, whoa, that essence, that thing, whatever it is, I need to study that. I need to really dive into this and understand why I'm having this reaction to it. And then I bring it into my work and say, okay, there's that little piece of it.
Yeah. Hey, I had a quick question. What is what kind of modularity do we have available on these figures? Can you pop and swap, you know, different limbs and stuff like that? Is it feasible to do it?
Yeah. So there are several pieces that are. Unfortunately, when you get into double elbows, double knees, you can't pop those. I plan on doing pinless, so the pins won't be able to come out; they'll just be hidden.
Yeah.
So as far as you know, bicep and forearm, that's going to be one piece. Now, the way the arms join into the torso, it's you'll see it here shortly on the exploded view. It's a ball socket, so it's it's like a faux butterfly. It's not a true hinge butterfly, but what it does is it gives you the ball socket butterfly effect. So you're going to get the shoulder roll front to back, and then the full motion, you know, T pose and everything else. So that will actually pop out. So you could fit other arms all together.
Yeah.
The hands pop out, you know, they're socketed pins.
Right.
I went with a ball socket pin design. That way you didn't have to go with like horizontal hinge or you know, 2 different types of hinges. This way you have one hand that'll do it all. It'll spin, it'll rock, it'll do everything you need to do. Not the cheapest thing to do when you're cutting molds, but it's like, well, it's people will appreciate it, and I think it'll make a big difference. The pauldrons too. So I decided to go with a pauldron that pegs into the outer part of the upper arm instead of the behind the shoulder. It's a flexible plastic, so the durometer is soft. You probably know durometer from skateboard wheels, you know, 92 durometers hard wheels, and you go with softer soft. So you go with durometers and plastics that do the same has the same concept, flexibility. So I have a softer durometer on the pauldrons, so those just pinch right out, pinch right in, and then you have That's kind of, I'm not sure. I'd have to take a look to see if the middle torso piece would be interchangeable with the Eventide. It should be, because I use kind of a base cavity, I guess, and I design around that, so it should work. And you know how we are with customizing. We're going to make shit work. We're going to snap it in there. It's going to work somehow. But there's a lot of ball socket type connections that are easily pulled apart. The only things that aren't going to be able to is your knees and elbows. Everything else is like, the head's on a double barbell, so you're going to be able to pop those on and off, of course.
I think it'll be a big win for all the articulation geeks out there for these type of figures with the double joints and the ball joints and stuff like that, and the butterflies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted the overhand swing, where you can grip the sword overhead. I didn't want to lose too much. Like, you can see a bend there. Like, if you do the open hand, his hand will actually bend. The fingertips would touch the top of the pauldrons, believe it or not. Nice. So it's got a really nice range to it. And what I wanted to do with those pauldrons, I really wanted, not just a good T-pose, but I wanted an arm that could spin all the way around. So you can have arms that go straight up. And when you peg on the pauldrons on the back, you lose some of that mobility of the arms straight up and down. And you're kind of missing out on a little bit of some of the dramatic posing you could do with that. But the challenge with pegging pauldrons on, I don't have one here, but is the silhouette starts to look really wide across the shoulders, and it looks like almost like a 80s football player, right, where the pauldrons go, the pads go away. So I had to make sure that I didn't want to oversize pauldrons, like 40K, pauldrons. So you had to really streamline the pauldrons to come down, so you kind of maintain a nicer silhouette where it didn't get weird.
These dudes are too young to remember, but remember when the girls used to wear the padded jackets in the 80s?
Right.
And
that's right.
The
suits,
they look like this. Yeah. They walked around looking like this.
Look at Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice had that. He rocked those.
Yeah. Hey, what was the inspiration on the split toe cut on the foot?
Yeah, so I love the cloven foot idea of things, like demons that have like the cloven hooves. It's very common to see that knee articulation. It actually goes much better than that. It'll go like almost 90 degrees once the factory's done with it. But since it's brittle, I couldn't get that. It would break if I would. Yeah. But the cloven foot idea, I always thought was a neat touch for like demons. Like, it just has that goat kind of crazy vibe that I had to incorporate that into the darkness of, the hints of those kind of things that kind of freaked me out in design, so.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea. Just it's that, it's that little difference that, kind of cuts yours from the rest. You know what I mean? From your standard, armor, steel-toed, shoe or boot or whatever. Yeah, that's
risky.
That's really cool.
It's a little risky, but when you have something that's this dark fantasy-ish and it's not completely traditional, you can get away with it a little bit. Whereas, you have the Eventide, and they're a little bit more of the traditional type armor. So I don't, the problem, you have to be careful as an artist sometimes. Sometimes your vision can go really crazy and it gets a little out there and people love it, but they may not connect with it. Like, emotionally may not connect with it. And so you'll see with like my skulls, I kept all my skulls like anatomically correct, except for maybe the teeth. I didn't want, and I say this a lot, but I didn't want like the furrowed, evil looking eyebrow. Like, when I used to draw skulls back in, high school, I wanted to keep it like more, the closer you made it look like it was human, the scarier it was, right? The more you made it look like an evil or had character, you got kind of disconnected from it. So when I do, like, whenever you look at the mortem skulls, you can see that the only difference you're going to see is, as far as the Dark Knight, is the sharp teeth. And that was kind of inspired from Sleepy Hollow. So the Headless Horseman, we had he had those sharp, jagged teeth. I was like, oh man, that is so good. Freaking, and so it's
who was that?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's right.
Walken.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool touch, and
hell yeah,
that was some influence there too, with having just let's do a regular skull with some jagged teeth.
Yeah, good times. Yeah,
they're articulated. So I don't know if we mentioned that before, but all the skulls are.
Yeah, those look great, bro.
Thanks, man.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Dude, and I love how you've got all of this, like all of like I'm like looking at the comments like while we're talking, and I see somebody was like Bill Houston was like, I'd love to hear about the articulation. I can go through your Kickstarter page, find a link to an articulation video, and pop it up. Like I freaking love that.
That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I love how you're as we're talking, you're circling things with the cursor and your point, dude. That's so rad. You're like taking people on a tour as we're talking. That's so good. You're so good at that, man.
Badass.
So good.
All right, let's see where we're at real quick. Don't forget, put the hashtag in. We're giving away a legendary warrior. The big thing though is if we can add $1,000 to the Kickstarter total during this stream, Brian's giving away the translucent green event exclusive.
We're getting there, baby. 85,984.
Oh shit.
So we're more than halfway there, baby. We're
close.
More than halfway there. We're gonna get it.
And I'll keep giving out figures, man. If we keep going, if we do $2,000, then there's two figures. We'll just keep rolling.
Hell
Did you hear that? Come on, let's go.
We'll just keep rolling. We'll just keep rolling. You know you're gonna pledge in the last 48 hours. Just do it. Just do it now and win something. And win something.
Yeah,
exactly.
So now you know what I need. Now I've not been known to get ahead of myself. I am. I need an ASHEN OATH movie now.
Yeah, that's something I want to do so bad. That's something I building this with music, and these are things I talk about too much because it's pretty far out there. But I really want to build an IP that's attractive in a lot of different ways, right? I want to have something where the storytelling, whether it's movies or anime or whatever it might be, it'll be something that someone says, I really want to pick up on this thing, and my lore is kind of loose, to be honest with you. If you read everything you want to know up to this release, the Mortem song wave of these characters, Eventide, and all the lore is on my website, and it's a short read. Like you're maybe less than 10 minutes of read to really get a concentrated feel of who these characters are, but at the same time kind of leaving it open, like, okay, well, we love the Eventide, what are they all about? Like, we know they show up in the story at the end, but what is the deal with Curfew wearing the Mortem chest piece? Like, why is he wearing that kind of, you can read a little bit about that on the website and have an understanding. So going forward, I want, if there was ever a movie studio that wanted to pick it up, that they'd have some freedom to say, oh, we really like this. Let's take a look at your lore Bible. Let's look at your character Bible, and let's see, can we build something on this? So I'm always thinking about that. See, again, that's traveling in the future, saying, what would a movie studio, or what would a just studio in general be interested in building this that I can't go back and redo, so to speak. I'm trying to cover those bases the best I can.
Hell yeah. And if you ever want to do a dark comedy, you could always have Emil Wickman star in it.
Dude, I've thought about that so many times for him to do.
Dude, his mythic Legions
so good.
Movies, dude, are so
they're the
good,
best. Dude. And he's shameless. Like Emil is just straight up shameless and funny. So funny. I love that guy.
His Azar and Zazar.
No, they're the best. They're so good.
So fucking.
I love how practical all the like costumes are. It's just like, oh man, it's something we could go do, like put together, but we just couldn't pull it off like him.
That's so great, bro.
Looks like he's having so much fun too.
Oh
dude,
yeah,
totally.
The
time, dude.
For sure.
All right, so back to the Kickstarter here.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna happen soon. We're gonna be doing a giveaway here pretty soon. It's exciting.
So this guy is
it's the newest.
The newest. This will be unlocked at 160, right?
Yeah.
Mortem Stygian Cantor?
Stygian Cantor. So Stygian means darkness. It's like the darkness form of something. Mm-hmm. And then Cantor is typically it's in religious sects, but they're like people lead a choir or lead leads like a choir or a song group. Mm-hmm. So this is like, if you, like I said, if you read the story of ASHEN OATH, there's a lot of like music kind of reference because the Stone of Radiance resonates music, like this kind of this peaceful mind controlling music of the Arabat people that gets shattered. And so that concept and the music of the Radiance appears in so many different parts of the story. So a lot of the characters that are influenced by the Stone of Radiance have names that are similar to sound or music. and it's just it's kind of creepy when you start like Choir Morn. Like Choir, you think of such a soft name, right? Such a soft. You think of soft choir, but then you think Choir Morn, like, oh, that's a weird. There's that contrast I'm talking about. Like, I want that shock factor. Like, oh, what's a choir? Because Morn is not a very good name. Choir is a very great name. But what is this? What is that thing? And then you're like, oh. But yeah, so this is the newest character was the final unlock, which is the Stygian Cantor. He is included in the all-in, the big all-in, the 393 all-in package. So the 393 all-in includes all stretch goals, including Eventide and this final character too. So, but unlocks at 160 if we want him just individually, which is highly obtainable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to pull up this comment here. Boosh Chris, first of all, thanks for joining us today.
Nice, thank you.
Welcome. They say, I back the Choir Morn, the Mortem only, but if the Talon Watch figure gets unlocked, I buy more. This brings up a good point, I think. Okay. And I often raise my finger so my camera will zoom in. And I tell people, when you come to a Kickstarter, if there's stuff like that's not unlocked, or if you're just a big fan of whatever the Kickstarter is, it behooves you to go ahead and back now. So even if, let's say, it's an item that like it's not unlocked yet, so you can't back, just take the amount that you would spend on that figure or figures if you're going to get multiple, if it were to unlock, and add it as a $1 pledge, right? You're not committing to, first of all, you're not committing to anything, but you're not committing to any more money than you would otherwise spend. But the key is you're helping the Kickstarter total get higher sooner, because we know how these things work. The sooner, and even in the last week, it matters. Even in the last week, it matters. The sooner you start getting that number up, it starts to build momentum. More people jump in, and it's just, we see it time after time after time. It's how it works. So like, it makes sense to you, not just you, Boosh Chris, that's a fan of this ASHEN Oath stuff, to get in, make your pledge now, and make the pledge for the dollar amount of what you would actually spend if it funds, right?
For sure.
Here's the thing. By the end of the Kickstarter, if this is not going to happen, but if something doesn't unlock, you can always decrease your pledge before it ends. You do not get charged until the Kickstarter ends. So you won't get charged until April 30th, right, Brian?
Yep, that's a good point. It's a very good point. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, man.
Really good.
But I will say, or you could just go all in. That's a safe bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. For sure.
I changed mine to an all in.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's amazing. And so people understand, the health of the Kickstarter too, is that we're going to see between Wednesday and Thursday over $60,000 in funding alone. As I don't want to say guarantee, but that's typically what's going to happen. You'll see there. So what we're really looking at is, how do we get the Eventide unlocked? How do we go beyond that? And it's going to be the things that we just mentioned. Just get things in now. Let's get the ball moving. We're going to get the base stuff unlocked. We're going to get the prize unlocked, right, for our giveaway that we have, and beyond. If we could just really start contributing now. And for my peace of mind, you don't understand how many times I scroll or I refresh Kickstarter.
Oh my God.
On the minute. It's sickening.
Like I texted you the other day, bro, nail biting time.
Oh my God. So if you donate just like one figure, whatever it's going to be, it's like that needle moving, it feels really, really good to see. It feels really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look at that jaw. Like, having an articulated jaw just does so much for a character. Like
absolutely.
It makes a big difference. I love that look right there. Oh, you're on mute.
John,
you're muted.
Muted, bud.
Professional over here. That's how you do it. I was just checking to make sure you guys were paying attention. A lot of us are skeleton fans, right?
Easily.
Skeletons, can't get enough. But it takes a lot to like make a skeleton different. You've done it here, man, with your whole the whole vibe of your characters here, even right down to like the teeth. Like you mentioned earlier about how the teeth are like a little bit more pointy, a little bit more evil, a little bit more ominous. Like this looks different than my other skeletons. It's cool.
Yeah. And there's something, if I haven't never pointed this out because I don't really I don't see it typically when I'm sculpting, but when I step back and look at it now, and you're talking about how things look a little bit different. If you look at the teeth, 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 if
Mhm.
and you go where the teeth go into the skull, like really like anatomically correct, and then you look at the lines that the cavities that are right there. Those
Mhm.
I do those a little bit deeper than what is anatomically correct, just to give dramatic, like a line, like it makes those teeth look sharper because there's a leading line that leads to those teeth.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't really explain much, but you might look at that and say, there's something different about the skull. What is it? Well, there might be little things like that, because that way, when you do a wash, the wash really
Mhm.
gets in there and it makes that elongation of the teeth look even creepier.
That's
But it's
exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, the
yeah,
washes that'll go inside
yeah,
those little creases and stuff. Yeah,
makes
heck
a big
yeah.
difference. And that's why I think as a designer, I can focus on those things. And could you imagine hiring an artist and say, "Hey, could you make that a little bit deeper? No, a
Yeah.
little bit deeper." And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
how much hundreds of dollars per hour? How much does this cost you to do a little deeper each time?
yeah,
You're only getting 3
exactly.
revisions, my man. Like what? But me, I
Yeah.
can say, I can go, okay, well, the lines in the, here need to go a little bit deeper, or they can do I could do concept to 3D printing, within hours, within the same day and the same roof. So, thanks for pointing out that the skull looks different than many others. It's because you'll see that not just in the skull, but I try to do that throughout different pieces of the characters.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, this is great. I never get to talk about the nerdy stuff about like design. It's like, thanks for opening that up.
Hell yeah.
Super rad.
You mute again, bud.
See, I'm like being 50% professional by muting when I'm not. But by zooming in a little bit too, and you get to see what you were talking about earlier when you like make the armor, right? Like
Mhm.
any type of, sword and sorcery, high fantasy, dark fantasy character that's going to be involved in battle, unless it was just forged or they just
Yeah.
got it, the armor's not going to be in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
And you can see like the little tiny little indents, like
Mhm.
this armor feels like it's been worn by something,
Yeah.
right? And has been through some stuff.
Yeah, or it's been made in like a real chaotic process.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so you get that vibe, and that's that organic part of it that I really wanted to translate. So thanks for noticing that, dude.
So here's the wave one, starting
Yeah.
with Mortem Resonant here. You get the sword. I love how even the hands have like, they're basically
Skulls,
little
yeah.
skulls themselves.
So cool.
Oh, it's funny. I was designing the Mortem characters, and I was like, gosh, I want to do a lot of skulls, but I don't know if it's like too cliche. So I wrote Joe Vasapolo, because he's been a big, fan and supporter of mine. I said, what do you think about, I'm doing these Mortem characters, and I want to do the skulls. And he goes, they're Death Knights. They need the skulls. Do skulls. I'm like, okay. Okay. And then all of a sudden I just like start throwing tons of skulls across everything. And I'm really happy with that direction. So I got to give some props to him for.
Can never get enough skulls, bro.
Yeah.
Never enough.
Oh,
And there's that choir morn.
man.
Dude, with that helmet, man. Oh, shit.
The helmets are fun. Yeah, and this is one of those things where we have a champion version. So this originally, one of my original sculpts was the Mortem Champion. So I had a Mortem Knight, a Mortem Warrior, and then a Mortem Champion. The Champion was basically a Mortem Knight with like a winged helmet, like a champion version helmet. People at the time weren't sure, is it a head, like a demon head, or is it actually a helmet? They just couldn't tell totally. So I felt like, I'm at this point where I can actually create. Well, I've been doing the skeleton helmets for, Legions for quite some time. I was like, this character, this champion character, the Choirmorn, has to have a champion helmet that's removable, because I've always loved removable helmets in any toy lines, whether it was G.I. Joe, like my original grunt figure that had a helmet with a visor. I was like, man, give me a helmet, give me flippers on divers, give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me those things. I want those things. And so the Choirmorn had to have a removable helmet and not just like a head that was sculpted. Originally, I was starting to think maybe it was just going to be a sculpted helmet head, basically. And I was like, no, let's throw that in there. And at $45, I mean, it's a bargain, right? You're getting an additional sculpt, additional deco, right? You're getting the gold paint and, a unique sword as well. So this one's a really good value for the whole, for what you get.
Hell yeah. $45, easy buy. Easy buy.
Different pauldrons than the other one. And then,
Yeah.
hey, if you like get the other one too, and then swap out swap out the pauldrons. We'll do one spike pauldron and one champion pauldron. You know,
Mhm.
like do some cool like flip flops on that. Be cool. And then also I want to make clear too is that it's only 3 sets of hands that it comes with. It looks like 4 because he's wearing a set of hands. He has the open point hands,
Yeah.
but it's only the 3 that you see on the side. He's wearing one of those.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. But yeah. And then like I said, $45. We have the detail of the gold. And anytime you see this or the loadout basically with the hands, that's what that is. It's only the 3 sets.
Who did that 1-to-1 scale sword for you? Did you do that yourself or?
No, a friend of mine did a FDM, like a filament print in 3 pieces that I had to weld together with a soldering iron and paint and all those fun things. So
hell yeah, that thing came out sick, man.
oh yeah, you saw it at Legion's Con.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
I think it was rad. Love
Super
it.
fun.
Hey, any ideas on, speaking of Legion's Con, after the success of your Kickstarter, any ideas of what kind of thing you'll be bringing to the table? I mean, I know your big thing this past year was promoting your ASHEN OATH thing. I mean, is any ideas running through the Von Burke mind of?
Yes, I do. I do, and I haven't announced it yet, but I'm going to give you a hint because it's not going to be at my table. It might be in a secret room somewhere. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
And it may be an invite. I don't know. You may have to find you might have to wear a certain stamp to get into this room. I don't know what it is. There's some things that might be happening. That
I like it already.
The private chat, sir.
That's all I'm going to say.
You're right. The private chat is open.
Yeah. Yes.
So, Kickstarter check.
There you go.
86. Nice. $86,104.
There we go, baby. 86.
So what? We started at 85, 381.
Yep.
Okay, so what? 200? Are we 200 away? Is that right?
200 away.
Okay.
200 more bucks, baby.
$200. And we are giving away the event exclusive ethereal.
Nice.
Mortem Resonant.
So I'm feeling good about getting there. I say when we hit, actually, where are we at now with the hashtags?
Have you guys done the name generator on my website yet for the ASHEN OATH names?
I got my name.
Yeah, you do. We did a physical one at the show, but I created a digital
Obsidian Grave.
I
so for my character.
On my website, you can actually go to the ASHEN OATH website and generate your ASHEN OATH name now. It's kind of fun. So if you need a gamer tag or you need a stage name, we can do that too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're so close to that, giving away a figure. That's awesome. Figures, I guess.
Here we go. Take that down. Here is the website.
Okay, I say everyone hits the button once and we'll see what the names are just for fun on this. So everyone take a chance on it. We can have one person hit the button and take turns and draw like a digital name to see what you get just for fun.
Where do you do it?
Right after this.
Right here, right?
Yep, right there. So if you want to do yours first, you can click it.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Hollow
Song.
Goes well with the DJ.
That's right.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So we got Hollow Song. Ryan, what are we gonna get for Ryan? Let's give him a
wait.
Oh,
I was gonna say I clicked it on my end. I got Blighted Warden.
Blighted Warden. Ooh, that's good.
Dude, I like it.
Hollow Whisper. Ashen Fang.
There you go. Ashen Fang. That's a good one.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Hey, if you have your ASHEN OATH generated name, throw that in the that in the comments. We're getting
Gilded Oath. Gilded Oath. Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Crimson Relic.
Nice.
I'm telling you, those are nice, and those are all curated words. I scoured dark fantasy type words or words that would be kind of in line with that. And it's like I put that together myself.
Yeah, I've got to I did the same thing. Didn't we At the beginning, didn't we? If you signed up, you got one pulled, like for you.
For
And
what?
did it get sent to us? The Ashen Oath name?
Oh, you might have. Yeah, Roberto Suarez was doing the
Yeah,
physical
yeah,
ones.
yeah,
So you could
yeah.
write him and he would generate and send you a physical sticker set.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Gilded Watcher.
Ooh, Gilded Watcher. 2 Gildeds. Nice.
Watcher.
Excellent,
Very cool.
excellent service. Oh, that's awesome.
There is also the Ashen Oath by Von Burke Studios Facebook group.
Yes. Yeah. Just have to answer a couple questions to get in, but it's pretty easy.
Here it is. Here it is. That's right. I didn't remember what it was, but I remember that I posted it in the group. So here we go. So this is my real one. This is my actual Ashen Oath name. Boom. Crimson Maw.
Maw. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
That's not AI, guys. That's me in an actual Ebony Maw costume. That's me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Dreadblade.
Dreadblade.
Let me see.
Ooh.
Hold on. I'm gonna do the
Amber got
Eternal Ember. Eternal Amber.
like
got
it.
Eternal Ember.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
I did the generator. I got Ebon Thorn.
Ooh, Ebenthorn. That's a good one.
Ebon Thorn.
There you go. Nice work, you guys. Good job.
Hell yeah.
See, it's kind of fun, right? It's a little more immersion into the world of Ashen Oath. Now you are populating my world with your new names, with your fantasy names.
So Kirby got one. Is this real? Mighty Pale Bone Solo.
Maybe not.
William.
Maybe.
Yes,
Ooh,
William.
how about Dreadblade? Look at that.
Dreadblade is
Dreadblade.
rad.
That's
Nice.
a good one.
Yeah.
Dang,
Sorry, buddy.
You're good.
so good.
Okay, here we go. How do I refresh this? Okay. 86-114. We are so close.
So close.
All right.
That's awesome.
It's 420. It's 420. Why don't we draw for the Legendary Warrior now? We can give this away to somebody, and then we'll keep the hashtag going, so that when we hit 1,000, we can give one away, and then when we hit the second 1,000, who knows what happens?
Nice.
So, Silent Pact is another one from James Studio Samudio. Oh.
Ooh, Silent Pact. Assassin.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. Yeah, you're right.
All right. I was gonna say you missed one.
My bad. Listen, I don't have Curtis here with me to help me out with that. But all right. Giveaway tool. How many people do we have? We've got 36 entries.
Nice.
Good odds, guys.
Yeah.
But we're gonna draw it again right now. This is for the Legendary Warrior. As a thank you to everybody for coming through and supporting Ashen Oath here.
Yes. Thank you.
Kirby
Math
says he got math floor. All right, here we go. Let's draw for the Legendary Warrior. Again, this is for the Legendary Warrior giveaway. Take care of shipping again in the lower 48. Beyond that, I'm sure we'll work something out. Get your hashtags in right now. Back Ashen Oath for the Legendary Warrior for the first giveaway. And where did you go?
Good
Here
luck, you guys.
Yep. And we'll draw that in 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Who's gonna be?
Let's go.
Terrence TSJ with the Legendary Warrior.
Nice work, dude.
Congratulations, my man.
Hell yeah.
Rig.
always
always a rig.
Rob Zamora, always on time. Also, Rob, you'll be glad to know there is a small package on its way to you from New Jersey. So
nice.
Nice.
You'll see that when it gets there. Congratulations Terrence.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Terrence. It's awesome.
There you go. Legendary Warrior. But don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop putting the hashtag in. Hashtag back ASHEN OATH. Because the big giveaway still to come later on, if it gets unlocked, Kickstarter theme appropriate, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we can get to $86,381 pledged on the ASHEN OATH Kickstarter, we're going to give one of these bad boys away.
Yes, we're only a couple $100 away.
Oh, yeah.
We're close.
And they
Close.
can,
Unattainable.
and if they, whoever wins this, can they get that signed, Brian?
Absolutely, for sure,
Sweet.
without a doubt.
Speaking of getting things signed, something I'm sure everyone is wondering about, especially me. What's the word on the packaging, sir?
Yeah, so I had I showed a demo, kind of a prototype concept. I might actually have it nearby. Yeah, I do. Hold on.
His room is cleaner than mine.
Yeah, I'm going with a windowed box, looking at like top window, front window, kind of a concept, so you can kind of see.
Yep.
An idea of this is like I said, this is a concept that I like to go with. I really love like a matte, like kind of a matte finish box, but then have like the gold pop, like with the gloss. So anything that that's I don't know, stands out would be more of a gloss, like the name of the character would be gloss, the logo, and then the logo up here may change to be like the ASHEN OATH, but this gives the idea. Front window and then a top window and then your standard box. Keep it as compact as possible. That way it's just not wasteful for one, but cuts down on cost and shipping in both ways, whether it gets coming out to you guys, but also the containers coming over from the factory. How many can I get into the container, right? That's the basic concept. I love over here silhouetting the character in the window, character facing out. And then side window as well too. I didn't mention that earlier, but that's a loose concept. But at least like from a tactile, look or a feel, having the glossy gold and matte black finish is the direction I'm going with. Maybe a little bit of a raised, finish on the letters, and then brief bio on the back of the box. Or maybe on the side. But yeah, that's where my head's at least.
I like where Cincy John's head is at. He says, I need every package to have a battery speaker that will also play the music.
There we go.
There you go.
Love that. God, that'd be cool to have that lullaby playing.
So
maybe it should be motion activated too when you walk into a room.
Oh, dude.
Chance at you when you walk in, like angels.
Yeah. Your microphone looks like an interrogation droid.
It does.
And then as you're talking here, I'm looking at seeing all this cool stuff behind you. I see you got a guitar in the back, and behind that some cool art that's all lit up back there. What is that stuff back there?
Skateboards. There's some limited edition numbered skateboard art, pieces back there. My guitars, of course. Don't get to play as much as I can. Then, got my randomness of figures over here, a bunch more over on that side of the room. Big Stormtrooper, full-size Stormtrooper up in that bay over there.
Full size, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1-1. Let's see if I can.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's over there.
That's
over there somewhere.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I see you got some Glyos going on back there. Oh, you got the Stormtrooper Glyos guys right in the front. Very nice.
I just recently got into those over the past year. It was one of those things where I was just going to pick up a couple of the staples, and then just really started, kind of gravitating towards them. And I don't have a big collection, but they're fun. They're fun little pieces to break you away from all the big stuff that's out there.
They don't take up a lot of real estate. That's a great thing for collectors.
Yeah, totally.
The entire Glyos collection is in a lunchbox. So yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Again, doesn't take up a lot of real estate.
For sure. So I like to, it's like love surrounding myself with inspiration, helps me design, and it reminds me of the space I'm in. It's kind of funny with toys. I tell people that are non-toy collectors or collectors, I said, we're taught to not play with toys. Like, it's like we just grow up, so to speak, right? And we just people just lose track of that, the magic of playing with toys. And so it's neat to be brought back into that and feel that magic of what it is to appreciate toys and action figures. And it's pretty cool. Because then you ask these people, like, did you collect anything like Hot Wheels or anything? And then you come to find out they did G.I. Joes. They did these things. Like, remember those days? Like, that's kind of where we're revisiting that time. And like, oh, that's amazing.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool.
What's your current desk figure right now? What's your hand candy right now?
Oh, like my fidget?
Yeah.
I'd like to play with.
Yeah.
This guy's pretty cool. I can't remember what you call him.
Oh, is that the 1,000 whatever,
not
1,000
sure.
toys or?
But he's got just a really good range of
Yeah.
articulation. So I just nerd out of like
Oh,
dissect
yeah.
like gaps and like how's that gap look in there? Like
Right.
all these different. It's just a kind of a fidget.
I love those type of bodies, dude. Those are so cool.
And then this, of course, the Stygian Cantor.
yeah.
Yes.
Missing his
yeah.
head. I broke it, so the jaw's broken. So I know. I was taking pictures the other day, and it shattered. But that's gives you kind of a real look at how that one's going to be.
Hell yeah.
They're big boys.
Yeah, they're about 7.5, 7.25 ish. That fluctuates a little bit depending on once we get into the factory, but that's where we're at.
Hell yeah. I've been geeking out on these freaking new acid rain.
Oh, dude, I need to
Mobart
get my hand
figures.
on. I need to get my hands on
Bro,
those.
These are
have
fucking.
one there?
These are money, bro.
I
These are
know.
so good.
I need to
Yeah.
get one, dude. They're sold
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, the details, the articulation, it's fucking phenomenal.
I have the
mean, they
118. I have a bunch
yeah,
of
they-
118 stuff.
Yeah, these things. This is hand candy right here. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, you're not really supposed to play with your toys. Fuck all that, dude.
That's
these
right.
Are fucking, these are so much
That-
fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a good
these are
one.
fun as shit, dude. I
Yeah.
love it.
I need that.
Love it.
Part of the beauty of getting older, though, is like you give so much less of a fuck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, dude, I
Correct.
have
Mhm.
I have a Black Series Boba Fett like on a flight stand in my office at work at all times.
Nice.
And I've been bringing something with me, but I'm not bringing like just a Glyos. Like I brought like Scapular with me.
Yes.
And he was on like the windowsill behind me. The last week or so, I just had this guy in there just on the
Nice.
windowsill behind me. So
When
Yeah.
people don't see modern day action figures and they're used to seeing what 5 POA was at one time, and then they see these like, oh my god, like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
light years ahead. Hey, look
Yeah,
at that.
Absolutely.
yep, this was the helmet
Yes.
at the outset of the Kickstarter, right? To
Yep.
help pump it up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I got a
pink one.
couple of those.
That
Yep.
green's
Hell yeah.
awesome. Looks so good. And I love the name tags that we have on the chat. It's all green. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Perfect.
I try to make it
Mhm.
You know branding. You know how to brand.
exactly.
Heck yeah.
What's your main figure right now, Ryan? What are you messing around with these days?
So I
Oh,
just got these in the
are
dark
great.
brown
Ah, so
burning
cool.
soul.
dude.
Mhm.
Those
Those are
look,
neat.
those look fucking great, bro.
Mhm.
And what's even crazier is the Raven figure that they solicited not too long ago. It should be going up for pre-order. Dude, that thing's gonna sell out, especially after these.
Yeah, those are
That's cool
great.
shit going on, man.
Another one I've been messing with too is
Yeah.
that freaking that looks awesome, bro.
It's
That
almost
is
as cool
cool,
as
man.
ASHEN OATH.
Not
No,
quite.
I'm joking. I joke. I kid.
You're good.
He said almost.
No, those are badass. I love those figures. I've been seeing those floating around. Like, I need to get one.
Well,
Yeah.
So let me show that head.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
look at
good.
that.
So good, man.
It's not.
I
Did they?
love it.
Is
It
that
does.
is that split because of battle damage, or is that the design of the mask?
I think it's the mask.
Okay. That
It
full-
does.
I was like,
I love that split though, dude. It's so
I know.
cool.
Yeah.
it'd be cool if they had an alternate where it was just like full with like the two horns. That'd be pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking sick, dude.
That's great. The color's badass too. I love that.
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much were those? What was retail? on them?
So if you did the 2-pack, I think it was 200 for the
Yeah.
two figures.
Figured as
And
much, yeah.
two of the heads that come in the set, they have LEDs. I just haven't figured out how to turn them the hell on. So
nice.
Yeah, another one I've been messing with. Not as highly I mean, it's got a great articulation, but as far as just aesthetic, that how great it looks is this freaking InArts fucking
Oh,
Catwoman.
baby. Hell
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude. It's freaking. She's got the heels and everything and booty. Yeah, she's beautiful, dude. It's a great figure, dude. I love this one.
Does that upper shoulder articulate too? Is it like the? It looks like
Yeah.
Okay.
If you put me back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the.
Oh yeah, dude! Wow.
Yeah. She's got it upper.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, InArts making, man, they're killing it with these Batman figures. It's so good, dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
she looks
so
great.
good. So glad I got into this line. Like I said, it's just one of those ones where you really start cherry picking for quality and sculpt, and you know what I mean. And yeah, it's so good.
Did you order the Arkham? I forget.
Yeah, I got the Arkham. Yeah,
because I didn't get the Bale one, but I heard people freaking loved it.
Yeah, and if you missed out on that, I forgot who made it. That Deathstroke that I got a while back.
Is that like what LPZZ or whatever?
Yeah, that one, dude. If you can get that figure, get it. It's fucking amazing, dude. It's
I'll look it up.
So good. Yeah, LPZZ Deathstroke, freaking 100%, dude. That is so hand candy, dude. It's so good. The sculpt work on it, everything, the articulation. And I mean, it comes out of the box just butter, man. It's like there's no break-in period. You just start messing with it right away. It's so much fun.
What's up? Alberto's in the house. What's up, man?
You.
Terrence says he's at work getting ready for an event. Have to
of
pay
course,
for
these big bad boys, man. Of course, these big
job,
bad
Terrence.
boys can just jumping off.
Yeah, I need to open mine.
Oh my god, these are chunky and funky, man. I love them, man. I love what they did with these. So good.
Yep.
They look so good.
They're so cool.
Oh, so much fun.
I do love how chunky they are.
Yeah. Infinite Legions. Let's go.
Yeah.
Which Chris says he
can't wait to see all the next ones that are going to be rolling through.
Oh,
man.
I know.
It's gonna be so much fun.
We got it's more shout outs, some more love for those painted helmets, man.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. Of course, Scaphoid is definitely an all-time favorite. So.
For sure. I have another limited edition helmet that I'm going to release after once Kickstarter closes out. It's another like Ashen Oath inspired Skelly helm that I'll be showing here in about a week or so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget anybody who's just don't forget for anybody who's been here, but for anybody who joined, what we got going on here is Brian, in his infinite generosity, has decided to pledge a giveaway here, where if we can add $1,000 to the Kickstarter total that we had at the beginning of this live stream, if we can add $1,000 during the show, he is going to give away one of these guys.
Yes.
One of the
clear. Yep.
Mortem Resonant.
Yes.
Badass figure. This was the first one I backed.
Yeah.
So, and we're only a couple $100 away. So if you haven't backed the Kickstarter yet, hop in, put your pledge in now. If you've already got a pledge in, now is the time to up your pledge, because you could win one of these bad boys today. Again, Kickstarter has to fund. All right. Don't worry. All the legal. Don't worry, Brian. I got the legalese. I got the small.
Right. Yep.
Kickstarter has to fund, which it's going to, but it has to fund in order for that to happen. But let's get that number up. We're only a couple $100 away.
Yeah, we're close.
We get to 86,381. The door is unlocked, and we're giving that bad boy away.
It'll be signed. A signed copy. I'll sign it for you.
Yeah.
I love getting stuff signed too. I've got a Baron Volagar 2 signed by Eric Treadway.
Oh, dude. Nice.
Print signed by Nate Barch.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what bugs me, man? I have that 6 foot like
his banner,
Arthur banner that
Yeah.
he personally signed it for me. But I have like ever since I moved to this house, I don't have anywhere to hang it. So I have it rolled up in like one of those big poster tubes, and like I definitely don't want to get rid of it, but it's
No.
like I hate it because I don't have any. I literally don't have any wall space to hang it on. Like I don't have a wall space where it could go.
That was such a
Like-
cool item for him to.
Oh yeah, dude,
release.
it was like $60, bro. I'm like,
I know,
dude, give
it
me
was
that thing right
insane.
now. I'm like, hell
It
yeah.
was insane.
I'm like, I'll totally buy that. That's a sick piece, dude.
Yeah.
For
You know what
sure.
I had Nate do one time? And I was the first one to ask him to do this, and he was like, "That's a good idea." So what I did was I purchased one of his art prints, and I gave him a metallic marker, and I asked him to enhance the design, like highlight the armor. with
Oh,
his-
I remember
Remember
him
that?
doing that. Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I did that kind of like how Thomas Kincaid or how
Yeah.
people did like Thomas Kincaid, like overlay paints.
Yeah,
He did that for me, and I was like, I love that piece, but it was,
yeah.
I probably shouldn't advertise that because he may not want to advertise that he does that, but it was a special one of a kind thing he did just for
I
me.
totally
But
remember watching. I totally remember
Yeah.
watching him do that for you.
Yeah.
You were telling me what he was doing. I was like, oh, that's fucking sweet, dude. That's a sweet idea.
The reason I brought that up too was I remember seeing the banner there. I was like, oh, but I don't have room to bring it back with me. I was like, I just can't. I got to go back to the West Coast. I can't do it. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
that thing's so cool. That
Mhm.
banner's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like it's a more than 6-foot banner, man. It's so cool. And it looks so great once you roll it out on a wall and hang it. It's epic, dude. It's so
Yeah.
epic.
Those are good.
Yeah, but like I said, I won't give it up. I'll figure out one day somewhere. I'll maybe put it in our garage or something. I don't
Oh, there
care.
you go.
Where. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
It's not going anywhere.
For sure. For sure.
And the scale size, as far as like like the picture here, compared to like Legions, I mean, they scale well. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like they're not too big. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And when I designed them, I wanted the pieces to be really similar, but maybe only a couple parts of it what gives them the height. Like most of the height really comes in the lower legs. Like I like longer shins.
Yeah.
Like I just think they just look more mobile, like quicker. Like they just look faster with longer shins for some reason. And so that's where you're getting most of the height out of the character is just that piece right there. Everything else is really like scales with Mythic Legions, like the hands. Everything else is real similar. It's just that there's some certain parts that kind of moves it into that higher size or taller size. Like I wanted them to, in the world of ASHEN OATH, be just ominous characters. Like they're just bigger characters in the world.
Right. And once like anything, I mean, obviously if you're standing anything in a vanilla pose, I mean, obviously you're going to see the scale differences, but once you get them into like a crouching, fighting or, kind of pose, they're all going to level out.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
They're all going to level out.
Yeah.
And you can really see here what Eric was mentioning earlier, like almost the cloven effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
dude.
It stands out.
It's different, man. It's different than your standard, what everybody else would do. I mean, as far as like, okay, this is what a standard knight, boot or foot or, covering would look like. That's like I said, it's cool to see that you went in a different direction.
And it makes for interesting fodder too. Like if you were to pick that up and you need that piece to create like some other evil type character with other parts, that might be a good boot to use. That might seal the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good, the Mezco one with the Conan's a good like opposite direction because Mezco are more of that true 6-inch scale or size, a little bit smaller than the typical, but it gives you an idea of what that does against like a traditional 6-inch character, I guess.
But I'm immediately like imagining a display where like if you do displays where you have like almost like an action scene almost, right? You can have Conan fighting these guys.
Oh, for sure.
Dope as hell.
Or you can have a Mortem Resident here, like pinching his head off, right? Like grasping it with both hands and lifting his head off his shoulders. Like that's how massive these guys are, right? That'd be pretty baller to see.
Get some blood effects in there.
Yes, that would be pretty wild. I mean, no disrespect to Conan. I love Conan, but
no, and this Conan is awesome. By the way.
Yeah, they made good ones.
Ooh, this is another guy I love too, with that gold, like metallic.
Yeah, and the paint, like anytime you see the green fluorescent paint, I did a video recently on Instagram where I ran it under a black light, and you could see how much that green pops under black light. And then the new Stygian Cantor character, all the rivets are all in that green too. He's like Radiance drunk, basically. He's just like overpowered with the Radiance like stone, basically, and so everything's like just glowing. But what I want to do, and I'm going to work with the factory on this, is if we can get that green to be glow in the dark as well, just without black light. So day glow effect with fluorescence, and oh yeah, there it is.
You're speaking Jonathan's language now.
Yeah.
Watch out! I'm going to faint in like 2 seconds.
So this is all just practical, and this is all practical, just black light. Just ran, a little mechanical dolly on it, and it gives you an idea of what it would look like under black light. But like I said, I want to see if we can budget in that green to be glow in the dark just naturally. Because it'd be cool to have a shelf when you shut the lights off, just have all these Mortem characters staring at you in the dark with like glowing eyes. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I've done just the straight up glow in the dark shelf, and I think I might want to put one up again of just nothing but glow in the dark figures.
Oh yeah,
and it's cool to, like, you're about to leave, you turn the lights off, and like you go back and you can see which ones actually glow, which ones don't.
That's awesome, dude.
Incidentally,
Brian with the small video flex has a mechanical dolly to do his videos on.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Ryan, you got to step up your game, bro. You need a mechanical dolly, dude.
Oh, dude. I can't even imagine what that costs. But dude, your fucking videos are a step above everyone else's.
Oh, thanks for saying that, dude.
It is incredible.
Thank you. I'm trying to get better at it, but thank you for saying that, man. I try to stand out the best I can. I'm trying to hustle. Trying to do my hustle.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I love the glow in the dark effects on those. Those are freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Those are fun. I mean, I just think to myself, like, if I close my eyes and I think of the story of like the Mortems and just in the, dark forest, and you just see these glowing eyes, that's all you see. Kind of like, it's like the moments when you see like wolves, like We're Not Alone, and they kind of look and you see these eyes kind of light up in the woods.
Yeah.
Or raccoons, right? You're like, that is freaky, right? So I wanted to have that kind of essence to, that's what they would look like in the real world, is like just these glowing eyes. Yeah, that's the sword for the Stygian Cantor, all black. So he's more of that black metal, less of the dry brushing. It's a little bit dry brushing around edges, but more just all black, dark metal. This looks a little bit lighter, like more gray, but he's going to be more of the black deco side of things. And like I said, with a little bit of some distress, like.
Oh yeah.
And then he has the Choirmorn sword. So basically this character was kind of I don't want to say failed experiment, but an experiment that the Mortem King, these were going to be his original elites before the Choirmorn.
That shot with the smoke coming off of him, dude. So good. So good.
I just picked up a new smoke machine, and that thing is just it lays down like line smoke so well. Like I used to use the atmosphere aerosol.
Yeah.
And it does a great job with kind of creating a fog. But this one actually creates all the wisp motions, and it's so good.
Would you get the Ninja or whatever?
No, I got the Colbert. I think it's called the Colbert.
Yeah, that one right there. So good.
Oh yeah. That was accidental. It was just like I was pulling the camera, I was getting ready to pull the camera, and the fog was just kind of finishing up. I was like, oh, wait a second. I don't want to move, because any movement you do creates an airflow and it pulls it away. Like
yeah. Hell yeah. I love that little hand that little sword holder that you gave away the other night.
That Darla one.
Yeah,
when I gave away the prototype sword.
Yeah,
and
it had that little two-handed holding. That's so cool. That like I said, totally went with like the theme of like your whole ASHEN OATH theme. And I have some lore I'm going to build, or I'm going to release around what that stand is. It's kind of like this mysterious thing that exists, and the characters of ASHEN OATH are wondering, why did they find this that has like Mortem weapons on it? Like, why is that there, kind of thing? And so there'll be some stories released around what that stand is for. Whispers of the Hands, basically. Yeah.
And I
here's this comment. Yeah, dude. Cincy John just does an amazing job with the photography, but this is something is going to be just earth-shattering for me, is the moment I see people start to take pictures or customize this thing, because my whole thing with my original idea, you know, with doing 3D heads was to create a canvas for people to just be creative, like really use my art as a canvas to create some amazing things. And it's just been an honor. But to be able to see people take my figures now and make customs or do photography behind it is just going to be emotional to see what people do with these in photography. I mean, I'm just going to lose my mind. You don't even know.
Yeah.
Or
No, I feel you,
customize
bro.
this or anything. I'm just going to lose my shit, dude, when I see this happen. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't wait.
So
Yeah,
this
same.
comment from Hedgehog Action: up your pledge now if you want a chance at a free clear green mortem resonance.
Yes. Yes.
Do that. Do it.
Hell
Do
yeah.
it.
No, I totally vibe what you were saying, Brian, because yeah, you know, with all the custom work that I've done, seeing someone like, you know, Nate Strong or
Yeah.
you know, Trevor, a 1/6 shooter,
Mhm.
and you know, posting a picture of a custom that I did, you know, to their
Insane.
photographer, it's like, oh my God, it's like, that's so cool, man.
It is.
So cool.
It is.
Yeah.
You get this, you know, when you're creating these things, you kind of sometimes get at least I do, like imposter syndrome. Like, do you really like this? Like, do you really like my? I'm like, I can't believe you're buying this. Sometimes, you know, it's like you just feel like that. It's crazy how, you know, how people admire some of the work as an artist. You don't look
Yeah.
at it that way. It's like, oh, this is great. And then when you see someone take that to the next level and do professional photography, then you're like, whoa, it's like kind of validating a little bit. Like all this
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
I kind of felt like I was lesser, but then someone took that piece and put it up like that on a pedestal. You're like, dang, maybe I am playing with the big boys. You know, maybe
Dude,
this is something.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have that feeling every single year at Legion's Con. Even you know, 5 years going strong, and every year I set up my table, I still have that. Are people really gonna like what I?
Yeah.
And then you know they start selling, and I'm just like,
Dude.
oh, I guess they do. You know what I mean? It's
I
like,
know.
okay. I'm
I
like,
remember there was a
alright.
moment at Legion's Con when I looked at you and you looked drunk with like enthusiasm about people buying your art. You're like looking around like, oh my God, this is amazing. And your family
Yeah,
was all
dude.
hyped up. It was just crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's such a
just,
cool
like
feeling.
I said, every single time. I mean, I don't ever let it get to my head, man. Every time it makes that I feel it that much. You know what I mean? Because I
That's
go in
awesome.
and I just go, you know what? Am I still relevant? Am I,
Yeah.
you know, am I doing what people want, or
Yeah.
you know, are people gonna, you know, like my artwork? And yeah, every time, dude, it hits me every single time.
Yeah. I feel the same way. You know, it's like even nowadays, like being relevant, like the cabal has gotten so big, right? I remember when we came into it, it was, do you remember like how many people, like how many members there were? Like maybe a couple thousand. I don't know what it was.
Maybe 2,000
Yeah.
when we joined. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I
And
mean,
so-
just look at Legion's Con 2021 in that little cafeteria, dude. It was like, I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is a small little like toy show, you know what I mean? And it was like, and you look at it now, it's like there's no way this got this big.
I
man.
know.
It's like it's wild.
It's crazy.
And like I said, to still be a part of it and still be relevant,
Yeah.
you know, going forward this far, and you know, having people come to your table and people know your name. I mean, that's to me, that's like, wow, man. Like, you know, it's like I said, it's a good feeling, and I don't expect it. I never expect it. Every year I go to the show, I'm like, are people even gonna like does anybody know Late Night LeBron? Like, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, I just, you know,
Oh, you're known.
But it happens, and it like I said, every single time, man. It's such a freaking uplifting feeling, man, and it just makes you want to keep going forward and doing it again and again.
And every year, me and Ryan sit here and we look at each other. We're like, here he goes with his bullshit again.
Every time.
Oh,
It's clockwork.
Oh,
You can set your watch to
Is
it.
everybody gonna like?
Says the guys that walk away with free customs every year too, bastards.
Look at that. So good.
Yeah, he knows
All
he's
right.
bigger fans than me and Ryan.
All right, this year you're all paying full price.
Even
I have no problem doing that.
it's too low.
Yeah.
It's too low. All right. Last time I checked, we were about 217 short of the goal, guys. We're starting to run out of time. So
86,174 right now.
Oh, baby.
We're
So
close.
Let's go.
207, I think. 207. We need $207 added to that number.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
We'll be giving that figure away.
This is the guy. This is the giveaway.
Yep.
This is the giveaway, but we have to add another $207 to that Kickstarter number. So get in there now, up your pledges. If you're thinking about it, if there's going to be an unlock, blah, 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 put that dollar amount in now as just a dollar amount pledge, and then you'll already have it allocated when it unlocks. And you get a shot at winning one of these bad boys right here. Again,
For
Kickstarter
sure.
has to fund. Kickstarter has to fund in order for the giveaway
That's right.
to take hold. So Brian, I imagine this last few days is going to be a sprint for you, right?
It is. It feels, yeah, it's been a marathon, right? But you kind of have to pace yourself as it goes. You guys come out of the starting gate fast. You got to get that nice jog, get that good pace in the middle, and then at the end, just run through. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. So you're going to see a lot of social media, trying to get creative with some more videos, getting into the last 48 hours of the campaign. We're going to see some big action coming up. Don't let the lull right now fool you. Anyone that's been backing Kickstarter campaigns knows that this is a real typical pattern within Kickstarters, and the last couple of days are going to get pretty big. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited. Someone had mentioned before, it's like the head of run at successful Kickstarters. They said the strangest feeling is when it's all over, the next day, and it's quiet. Like you have a lot of work ahead of you, but it's you cross that finish line, and it's like, whoa, the gravity of all of that, the hype. It's like right now, it's like I have so much energy on this show right now, and I feel pumped and excited. But the moment the camera shuts off, I just feel like a balloon just goes. Like I feel so like exhausted from everything. And so I'm imagining that once the Kickstarter close, it's going to be this funky drop, right? You hear about like rock bands that go on tour, and then all this hype, and then the moment they come back, it's just like a really crazy, like psychological, like down, right? It's just like it's all done. So so I'm going to keep it going, keep running, and keep the energy up, keep the hype up. And I got a lot of shows that I'm on. So
there we go, baby.
I'll be
86,349.
There we go.
Shit.
Let's go.
Wait, we're what, $40? $40 away?
Yeah.
We're one character. We're
Less
one.
than 40.
We need like 4 pins.
If add 4 pins to your pledge. We got one Mortem resident to go.
Oh, baby, let's go.
That's awesome. Good job. Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.
Thanks everyone that's backing and supporting this. This is great.
So do you know what time it ends?
4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 30th.
And then the 30th
Let's
is
go.
Thursday.
Jen, you are an all-star.
Let's go,
Nice.
Jen.
Thank you. That's awesome. Woo.
Let's do
Cheers
it.
my water to you.
Again, for anybody who just joined, we need to get to $86,381 on the Kickstarter, and Brian is going to pledge to give away this event-exclusive clear green Mortem Resonant figure when the Kickstarter funds.
For sure.
And we're all super, super excited about it. I know you'll be doing Purple Gang Gang tonight. Is that right, Brian?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll be hopping on that tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be a fun one.
Are you a regular watcher of the Purple Gang Gang?
I catch it from time to time. I've never been on the show.
Mhm.
I haven't been on the show, so this will be fun. It'll be a fun experience to meet with Van and Jordan and them, and experience the PGG action. What tips can you offer for my first time appearance?
Bring whatever sausage you have in the house. If you haven't, feel free to ride a train in. And
I'm assuming this is all going to make sense when I'm on the show.
yeah, if you see a giant bear jump onto the screen, just look away for about 37 seconds.
And expect to be clipped quite a few times.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
But it will be appointment viewing. Sometimes I'm Sunday morning gang. Because I'm an early riser, go to bed early type of guy. Thomas says late night and Von Burke were two of the first people I met in the community back at La Quinta. That's
my God.
you.
Yes.
Incredible art, humility, and kindness really inspired me.
Awesome.
And it resonated over the years.
You're awesome, dude. You've always been a great community, just addition, and just a great dude. So
Yeah, those aren't clips. Those are actually filmed. Handheld. Also, think about condiments you can rub into. Okay, Billy's arm hair. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it.
So good.
Yeah, I think you'll have a blast. It's
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I'm super excited.
Here we go. Pull this down. Pull this back up. Where are we at? Are we still at the same number?
349.
349. Yeah, let's go.
We're close. So close.
$32, baby. Less than a figure, and you get a free figure is going out to somebody.
That's
I
right.
think it's worth it. $32, baby.
Signed figure coming your way.
Yeah. So you mentioned before. So this is the.
Oh, we are there.
Are assisting.
Let's go.
There it is.
We hit it.
Baby.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Boom.
Yay! No. I almost
Let's
can't.
make sure we.
I got so excited.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want. I
No,
got.
that's awesome. We did it.
Good.
That's it. Let's
Awesome.
go.
Sorry. Okay. Sometimes the numbers get wonky.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't reset the way. There it is.
There it is, baby.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Nice.
I did it.
Yes.
Oh,
Way to
$1,000 poster,
go.
baby.
Way to go. Thank you. Someone's going to get the ethereal Mortem Resonant signed by me once the Kickstarter funds. That's
Yeah,
going to be really exciting.
So get your hashtags in. So is it that okay if we run it that way, Brian? We'll just run the same hashtag.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hashtag back ASHEN OATH. Hashtag back ASHEN OATH. If you don't have the hashtag in yet, that's all you have to do now is put the hashtag in into the chat to have a chance here to win this bad boy. Late night, you know you're no camera, right? Just making sure you know.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Just want to make
I forgot to turn it back on. Sorry.
Good looking out. Good job, guys.
right. Back at yo. Jordan knows what's up.
That's right.
oh yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad we were
Yeah,
able to help out in our own
for
little
sure.
way.
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you.
I'm a big fan of this Kickstarter. So
Thank you.
here we go. Hashtag back ASHEN OATH for your chance to win the clear green event
Mhm.
exclusive Mortem Resonant figure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Giveaway
do it.
back up. Where are you? Here you are. And here we go. Don't worry. That doesn't mean Terrence won again. Although he could theoretically win again.
Never know.
Rig.
Just wait. Just wait.
Now, can you imagine the all caps Rob score?
Rig.
Yeah.
No rigging here. That would take way too much effort.
Sure.
Giveaway tool. And we'll run it. We'll draw again in 3, 2, 1.
Good luck. Good luck, you guys.
Good luck.
How many people do we have on this one? Did we
I
see?
saw 42.
42.
Nice.
on
Okay.
this. Really good odds.
Oh, here we go. Who's it gonna be?
Hey!
Hey, look at that.
Let's go.
It was his comment. His comment brought like good karma. Is what happened.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, dude.
Always the one that gets in at the last second. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Thomas,
Congrats.
That's so
dude.
rad. Congrats,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
That's
freaking
amazing.
awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
That's so cool.
We expect pitchers. We expect good pitchers, Thomas.
Right?
oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, a lot of
I'll need to get
coming in. Here we go. There it
write
is.
this down. There it is. I'm gonna screen capture that too.
There you go. Yeah,
Got
here,
it.
Little screen
Hell
cap.
yeah.
Everybody give a cabal horns or something. Big smile here. Yeah.
Nice work.
Congrats, Thomas. That's too
Yeah.
awesome.
Way to
Hell
go,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Oh, look, Rob's. Where's Rob? Thomas is too cool for a rigged machine. There
Yeah,
There you
absolutely.
you go. Soon on PGG.
Well, that worked out pretty good.
Absolutely.
fun.
Absolutely.
That's
Dude,
great.
thanks for doing that, man. What a dope giveaway, man.
Yeah, totally, man. It's my
Every little
pleasure.
bit will help, brother. Every
Yeah.
little bit will help.
Oh, it will. It does. Totally.
Heck yeah.
I mean, you can stay at the La Quinta. It's not as close now anymore.
Right. Yeah, those rooms are going to be opening up here pretty soon for the non-exhibitors. So keep an eye
Yeah.
out for that.
Yeah, Friday. I think.
Let's get ready, baby. Let's
That's
get ready.
Right. That's right.
I'm so pumped up, man.
The road to Legion's Con is about to begin.
Oh
man.
my God, the road to Legions Con.
Yeah.
Here we go.
they're revealing the first exclusives Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Jeremy is. And then
Yep.
the hotel block opens on Friday. We're officially there. We made it, boys. It's
Isn't that
leaving
crazy?
time.
Isn't
It's
that crazy?
Yeah. Just like
God,
that.
it's so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. But Brian, man, thanks again. Any final thoughts as we close the stream? I know you've got a lot of work to do, a lot of media to do, and a lot of watching the Kickstarter and getting things ready, man. What are your thoughts right now on Saturday, April 25th?
Yeah, I think most importantly, we covered the gist, the nuts and bolts, and the meat and potatoes of the campaign. But I think more importantly, I just want to thank everyone for the support, having me on the shows, and just vibing with who I am. Right. I just appreciate all the feedback and just everything. People that came to the battlefield today and did the $1,000 goal that we had in place. Everything, it's, as an artist, you live in these little caves. And so, I'm an affirmation guy. My love language is affirmations. So when I see pledges come in, or I see people with the kind words, that's what keeps me up. And so, thank you for all of that from all you guys, and hosting me on the show. It's a big deal to be able to tell my family, hey, I'm on a show, right? And just tell friends and family, like, oh, you're kind of big time. Well, not really, but this gets me a little bit closer to big time. So it's those things I really appreciate. And I thank everyone for the support on that. So, and
absolutely,
it's been great. Thank you,
man. It's an absolute pleasure to help you and back you as much as we can. I mean, not only as an artist, but as a friend, dude.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you saying that. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and again, speaking 100% truthfully, I was super excited when I saw this Kickstarter come out. I've been a fan of your stuff for a super long time, and I can't wait. I mean, this is there's a lot about this whole vibe that like speaks to some of my sensibilities while still being so much different than the stuff that's out there. So I really am into that. I love supporting independent creators and seeing somebody, this had to have been a dream of yours. That
oh my God,
dreams do come true.
Yeah, and you're helping making it happen. So thank you guys.
Oh yeah,
I really appreciate that.
Yep.
Rygon, any final words, my friend?
So I want to say, not only do the figures look absolutely amazing, you crushed it with the designs, everything, but you are an absolutely great human being, and I am happy to help you make your dream come true. Dude, this is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get choked up, so enough of that. Dude, that's badass. Thank you so much for saying that, dude.
We love you. No.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for saying that, dude. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Really cool.
Late night, any final words on this one?
Let's go. Back to Burke, baby.
Back to Burke. I love it.
Back to Burke, baby. Back to Burke. Don't forget, 9:00 tonight, Purple Gang YouTube channel, PGG Live with Brian.
Yeah.
It is must-watch TV, appointment television. I'll be there making noise in the chat. Then I think you got New to Mythics, I think, probably tomorrow morning, I think.
Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, I got all kinds of shows. So I got New to Mythics. We have Figures Not Included. And then Shooting the Shelf, of course, tomorrow. So big triple header going on from, I think, starting at 7 a.m. till, late in the evening. So it's going to keep rolling like that throughout the week. So keep an eye on my socials, at Von Burke Studios on Instagram, or ASHEN OATH Official on Instagram as well. And you can catch up on all the schedules, what's going on this week, and any other weird like video antics, breaking ankles, and standing in the shower with my clothes on type things. Hey, that's how I do anything, man. Anything to get these figures moving, to get people to laugh and interested in what I'm doing. I'll do it.
If you join the Patreon at the right level, the towel drops. So
hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, man. It's been a real pleasure to have you on and hang out for a little bit. Good luck on the Kickstarter. I know.
Oh yeah. Good luck, bro.
I can't wait to see what's next.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, guys, don't forget the number one rule, which is
be cool.
Later.
So I'll see you guys in November.